Hey everyone, Aaron here. This is my 35th review on this channel, and that is of Dog and Scissors. Now, a lot of times anime try to be very unique or very different in the genres they cover, and that tends to work at times, and tends to not work, and then I think sometimes it even falls in the middle ground. And I think Dog and Scissors hits that middle ground perfectly, sometimes teetering more towards the not working section. But the main premise of the show is that our main character is a book nerd. And by the way, I say book nerd not in a derogatory nature, because I'm a book nerd. I read 3 to 4 books a month, and so calling book nerd, in a derogatory sense would be saying that about myself. But anyways, our main character is extreme book nerd who he is always in books. He's always reading books. He's always trying to get new books. He does like particular books, and more so on that in a couple minutes, but when he's at a restaurant one day reading a book, the restaurant's held up by a gunman. And lo and behold, our main character, for some reason, actually decides to save someone out of sheer just randomness. He wants to save someone. And so he ends up getting killed. And oddly enough, our main character, as he's traveling the world and going to what we assume is either heaven or hell, is asked if he would like to live and what his greatest desire is. And he instantly says he wants to continue reading a series, particularly from this author who hasn't finished her one particular book series, and so he's desperately wanting to finish that before he dies. But even more so, he just wants to continue reading. So the gods or angels or whatever it is encompasses in the show bring him back to life, but they do it with a little twist. They reincarnate him into a dog, and he has the capabilities of still reading and understanding human language. And he's still smart enough that he remembers his past memories and he still remembers who he was. But for the most part, he's a dog. And even worse is that no one else can hear him talk. Even though he's talking to his own head as an English-speaking person. But everyone else hears him, otherwise it's just a normal dog. Except the one person he saved at the restaurant who hears him constantly inside her mind. And also at the same time is the author of this book series he so loves. So these two end up getting very close, and as the anime goes by, it's these two kind of always intermingling and dealing with various oddities and various things that happen in the show. And that's, I think, one of the kind of flaws of Dog and Scissors, is that it has some really random things that happen in it. I mean, I know the whole premise of the show is random, dog reading and a girl that... by the way, this main character, this girl, is in love with the dog because I don't know why. They don't ever really go into that. She just loves him. As it's like this show sometimes teeters on bestiality. It's very strange, but it doesn't ever take itself so odd or anything, or it doesn't do anything really that I want to say crude. In that it always kind of keeps things tongue in cheek, and it doesn't really do anything too over the creepy. But overall, the plot is sometimes just boggled down by weird set pieces and set moments that don't make sense other than just to throw them into an anime. And at times it's funny. Like Dog and Scissors, I wholeheartedly enjoyed several times watching it through, because I had to watch this. This is one of the shows I watched it several times, more so because I had to re-watch Dog and Scissors. The first time I watched it, I couldn't watch all of it. It wasn't done yet. And then I watched it again. I had to rewatch it from the beginning because I forgot all about the prior episodes. And then I had to watch it more recently so I could do this review. But it's just one of those shows that it's fun to watch. You don't take it too seriously. And at the same time, and I apologize if you hear background noise. That's garbage people outside. But anyways, it's one of those shows that you don't take overly seriously and you'll enjoy it. It's a funny show. But at the same time, it's nothing that you... Despite the craziness that is the main plot, there's nothing you haven't seen in the show before. You have the weird characters, and you have the very, very generic type of characters that you meet. So overall, if I had to give Dog and Scissors a review A through F, I give it a C+. Again, it's not something that you won't watch and not enjoy unless you really don't like random stuff, because I mean this show is very random. I will also give it an Ichi level. I'm going to say an Ichi level of like 4. It does have some stuff in it. It's not that bad. It's only a few episodes that ever deal with anything that's kind of lewd. But it's just, yeah, again, it's one of those shows that you watch and You enjoy it once, maybe you don't enjoy it, but you can watch it once, and that's it. You know, I would never suggest buying this. I would never suggest rewatching it after you watch it once, because it's not one of those shows that lives up as time goes by. But anyways, guys, that's the end of this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out. Keep the fan requests going up. I need more requests for anime review. And as always, guys, until our paths cross again in the next review, have a good one, everyone. Bye.